Hi guys, this is Mark Freeman and AgroGnome channel, and I want to tell you today about my vision and conception about the project's name is Shefa Adama Haim. What it means? It means fertility, alive soil, and this project is full of potential organic way, resurrection way, construction way, and recycling and giving back fertility to the soil. Basically, all the project stays on quorum on intelligence microbiome, and it's calling Barmatuha. In peer preview videos, you already know it and meet it. What is Barmatuha? I don't want to tell it again, a lot of time. And the concept of all of the project is very short. To take the leftovers, it can be leftovers from the food industry, it can be from the cafe, restaurants, and is a food from the shop. What's the date is overlast of the production. Is anyway, it can be sweet, it can be snacks, bread, meat, anything, because all of this our human food have a big potential of energy and micro and macro elements. The focus that it's not working without Barmatuha, because Barmatuha can to stabilize any organic substrate. And it's not the end. Also, it's using cardboard. Every cardboard what is leftovering, it can use. In my opening, I called it Shuba. Shuba is the protection for the soil. Also, is keep a lot of fungi, bacteria, and symbiotic microorganisms that all of the covering of the soil be together, and fungi, mycorrhiza start growing immediately and making balance. Just in 1-2 weeks it became totally balanced. Also using for recycling any wood stuff. It can be furniture, like it's furniture for recycling without some chemical glue, and some stuffs have a lot of furniture like this. And it can be clothes, the clothes produced from cotton, linen, and another organic, it can be jeans. Like I told you, all of the leftovers from food industry and wooden industry. It can be straw, it can be part of woods. It's what is leftovering. It's the also can to recycle the gardening garbage, the cutted wood, cutted grass. It can be work with very hard stuff. It's a chicken factory. It's the leftovers after the chicken. Barmatuha can to stabilize it also. It can stabilize the covering for farms, for cows, for goats, for lambs, like this pillow, or just their khaki. Also, it's no smells, no stinky, even a bit. The Barmatuha stabilizing it's like immediately. In 2 weeks it can be stabilized 100%, and after it can to be used for the soil in any pot, in any place, in any garden, in any field. This became the fertility layer, and we can grow it how much is possible. It's not a compost because it's not burning. It's not burning CO2, carbon. It's not burning nitrogen in the air. The Barmatuha is keeping it, stabilizing and preserving it, and giving it slowly. Shefa Adama Haim, this is like a small factory, small company, needed space, just with shade, with very simple machines, is grinders, it's two grinders, one grinder for strong stuff and one grinder for small stuffs, that we can to grind all of the leftovers, every leftovers, everything, really everything, also cardboard, after is keeping 2 weeks in a special place that's have in my plane, stabilizing 2 weeks, and after is ready for production, working business by business. It's come with cubes in some field or some garden, or it can be packaged, it's in a small packages. Also it can be too dry and make a small pellets like granules. Is dry. A lot of microbes when the drying is come, they come to hibernation phase. They became to spores, they became to sleep, and when the water is come in these granules, you can to put it in any bucket, any pot, just put the granules inside, give the water. It's all of them opening, is really substrate, full of life, full of potential, not was burned. All the benefits, I mean all of this energy, micro elements, all of them safe and preserved. And when they opening, microbes again keeping balance. This is intelligence microbes, and they keeping all of the control. They controlling all of the substrate. This is the first. Is preparing substrate with any leftovers. After the second one, this is calling Shuba. Shuba, this is a protection layer. Protection layer also using Barmatuha. Barmatuha, like I told you, this is a fundamental science in all of the project, and the brick of the fundament is the biggest, We cannot grow the house without a fundament. We can make a roof, windows, I don't know, something to paint, but if the fundament is not working, nothing to working, okay? And Shuba, what is Shuba? Shuba contains 70-80% cardboard. Cardboard cutting on the small pieces like leaves. This is replacing the shield, organic shield in the forest. Forest is the best biological system, biozonal system in the world, because in the forest is much more diversity have, and the soil must be protected. For what? For fertility again, for keeping the moisture, for protect from the sun. Is sun kicking, it's not destroy. If the rain come, this Shuba 10-15 centimeters layer, it's not a mulcha, it's a mulcha plus. This is a ultra mulcha, because if you use the grass, the 1 gram of the grass contains maybe 2-3% of the what this contains is cardboard. Cardboard is a very strong cellulosic and is keeping and working long time, even one season. It depends of a lot of parameters, but for 2 seasons it's very nice. The Shuba is liquid. It's like beton with leaves of carton. It's a lot of surface, and you can give it straight for any surface. It's not straight. This half liquid mass, it's just find the way and balance and became like on a level, and need a bit to help with special tool, but is the principle. It's working like with beton. Shuba also stabilizing, it's very fast. For Shuba need less time for stabilization. Shuba can be ready on a second or third day, depends of the degrees outside, for selling, for using. When the Shuba is dry, she working like a thermal barrier. Also she keeping moisture. She making a place for insects. Good insects who come is very nice food for earthworms. And next time is next step. Sorry, about Shuba I will finish. Shuba can be in two different types. Shuba can be wet, like it is how to say it, wow, mixed with Barmatuha, with cardboard, and with another leftovers, just to give a more wooden part and give a more food is also need for up layer, because the feeding zone of the root also come to Shuba layer and worms come to there. Is very important. Shuba can be dry also. It will look like bricks of coconut, is pressed and dried, and you can put the Shuba in any bucket, give the water, it became liquid, and you can use it on any surface, in any pot. Is protecting layer is very important, not only to the fields, also in the pot, for outside, for street, for balcony, doesn't matter. Any soil must be covered. This is the rules of biology. And Shuba is the best way to do it, because Shuba is the best from the side of materials, and Shuba the best side from the microbes. Together, this is a house, this is a protection layer, this is a feeding zone, and it's breathing. It's not like you cover it with carton or something like this, or some even plastic. Wow, it's crazy with plastic. Shuba is alive, is totally the same than in forest, when all of the leaves, branches, some mouses and animals and fruits, nuts, all of this stuff organic is going down and giving fertility, protecting the soil, and Shuba is replace of this, but in much more potential than any forest can to make it. We can make it with our hand. Third part, this water. I have also microbiome for stabilizing water. This is a problem. Water from the pump is deadly water. Is even for the fields is deadly water in 100 times, because it's after recycling, and it contains a lot of high metals, a lot of salts, chlorine, and another not nice for life elements. Yeah, and the best way is not filtering it, is biological stabilization. I have a concentrate like stuff that I can put in any barrel and any pool, and after some time, with a special food what I grow, is grow the life water. It's a lot of seaweed, a lot of water plants and microbes. They stabilizing all of the system. They working with salts. They mission to be in stabilized field, volume, and they doing it from the hard salts. They opening them, they moving them in another condition, then the salt became or organic way, or they just closing it, or they dissolving them. Sea plants working the same, bacteria working the same, and a different chain for feeding, and they crossing together, and in consortium they working really nice. It must be like this. And it's give new production that Shefa Adama Haim can also produce the concentration, microbes, seaweeds, chlorella, for the water stabilization. And this is a different level for growing also, and giving a nice result. Just even to logic, what are you using? You're using a deadly water, or you're using a live water? How much metabolites, how much already stabilized? This is a question for laboratory, but if I see in water green life, and if I see the water with something I don't know what is inside, and nothing to live in, It's the logic, yeah? Life water giving the life. This is one of the production, working with water. Earthworms, I calling them angels of the soil because they really angels. What's worms is doing? They moving inside the soil, making holes, producing a lot of special stuff that is antibacterial, is polysugars, polysaccharide, is feeding for plants. They making holes, is for air, for water, for roots, for another insects, and they also going up, eat the Shuba and going down with the food. And when they making the kaki, coprolit, the vermi grains, they contains a lot of potential. This is amino acid. This is already humus in biological its form, and every worm, it's like a bioreactor. They making really great job. And Shefa Adama Haim is a way to grow these worms, to grow them for the fields, to grow them for the people, also to produce the special I opened and special vermicomposter. Is no smelling, is no flies, is very smooth, and everybody can to buy it for home and to use all of the kitchen leftovers, even the paper and cardboard, to give it to the worms and to take the very nice vermicompost in the end and to use it for the garden. And also Shefa Adama Haim will sell the worms and cocoon straight full with the substrate. That this is the next step. Next step is calling soil build system. What is it? This is a complex, this is a service. It's like not a production. If I want that in my garden and in my field, in my greenhouse, all of this grow, anything, and I have soil, even I have stones, even on ceramica, even I have sand in a desert. Soil build service, closing all of the question till I grow the plant. What is it? It means our guys come to the place. Doesn't matter what it was a surface, even it was a deadly soil, no soil, doesn't matter. We covering it with cardboard. This cardboard close all of the sun, all of the stuffs, and making like a border between two layers of the old soil and new soil. Okay, we close with cardboard all of the surface. Up of cardboard we put the big branches, pieces of wood, the big ones, much more possible. It can be from the pallet, it can be from the mebel, it doesn't matter. It's a lot of wood is leftovering, and we mix it with more small pieces. It's like a holzer way, but it's not only holzer, is I make modification, and we need the wood down of the system. After we use sivuha, this is anaerobic Barmatuha. This is totally anaerobic bacteria and fungi, and we mix it with Barmatuha, and we give it straight to the wood and cardboard. This is the layer of anaerobic life inside, and the battery for water, keeping carbon inside, and very slow to give it to the plant. And is a drainage system, and one wood can in 6 times more volume to collect the water inside, if it with microbes, if it's nice preserved. What we do after on the wooden layer, it can be different way. It can be 30, 40, 10, 20 centimeters. It depends on how much money have and on which time people want have fertility. Is a big branches can keep fertility till 30 years, 30 years to front. Can you imagine? It's keeping carbon inside and water and working till 30 years. If it's a good big wood. Small ones is working the less, but 10 years it's work really warranty. Okay, after the wood, I recommending from 40 centimeters substrate, our stabilized substrate from the leftovers, from the garbage. This is a fertility layer. This is a soil basic. It's mixing with sand also. It's using sand for have a bit mechanical parts inside, also for silicium. And this 40 centimeters layer, it can be with worms. It's better. And why our worms is best? Because they know this food. They know when they come in the soil, they no stress, they not need to change the way, the feeding zone, to nothing. They come to the soil, what they eat before, where they grow, they know these microbes, they know this Barmatuha, and they start working immediately. And after 2 weeks, already you can to see small kaki out upstairs. It's like the worms is working, this vermi going outside, and after 2 months, all of the soil will be full of digged, and more worms has come. And after the fertility layer with the substrate, with the stabilized substrate, we bring the Shuba, and we covering all of the surface. All of the substrate be protected from sun, from rain, from drying, from wind, from anything. Is no bad plants be. It will be totally new soil. And one option with Shuba. With Shuba, I can use the siderates. I can mix in Shuba before I go it to the field, to any place. I mixing with the seeds of the siderates. It's a special mix of siderates. They working differently. Some of them digging till 3-5 meter in the soil. And what was before doesn't matter. It can be the stone. And these siderates, what I grow with the Shuba, they dig, they make a holes, and they stay these roots in the soil. It's also food, it's also holes. This is drainage, this way for water, for oxygen, anything is stabilizing microbes. Already quorum will be with the plants, and after, but you can use the siderates or without. But if you use the siderates, you need just to cover it and start to, after they grow, to cut them, to leave them on the place, or maybe just to press them. Or we can use the siderates who can growing every year. We have long-term siderates. That's it, and you can to grow immediately. System of fertility, this soil bile system, can to open chains, start no-till technology immediately from 1 season of growing siderates. 1 season of growing siderates, closing any question. This is a full of potential of stabilizing the soil. After 2 months, all of the field place ready to bring the plant what you want. This is a soil bile service. The turnkey is from 0 till infinity, from A to Z. We close all the question with feeding, with fertility layer, with protection. All of this system working like very intelligent system, and no fungi, no pathogenic. It's full of protection from pathogens. It's full of protection of jumping some elements or nutrients for the plant. Just need to give a barmatushka sometimes for recharge and give new stumps and make a provocation is need. And I can make a warranty, this is the best system for agriculture. It's now have more intelligence, strong and perfect. This is a perfectionism. The Shefa Adama Haim. Already to this service we can to sell subscribe. Every time Shuba layer is losing, every time fertility is losing, and Shefa Adama Haim can come and to bring new layer. It's calling Shuba Plus. It's also Shuba, but it contains more nutrients inside that we can to close all of what we lose, what it was lost from the soil and Shuba layer, to fertility, to insects, to the worms. Every season we just come and bring new Shuba layer. It's against closing bed plants and refill, recharge all of the soil, giving new food, new protection, and every season just new covering with Shuba, closing all of the questions with any minerals, any poisons, any insecticides and any pesticides, any herbicides, nothing need to do. This is from the garbage, totally from garbage. I not need to buy nothing, even just tools. And this is full of love and inspiration and respect to the soil, to the plants, to the life. Is the way how can to stop this burning and poisoning from the garbage places, to bring this fertility, to turn to another 180 degrees. Is it separate? Is it totally separation of the way for for leftovering? Is from the garbage we can make a fertility every year more and more, and it depends how much you want. You want 1 meter of the fertility layer, no problem, it will be just a bit more cost. You want Shuba 20 centimeters or 15 centimeters, just a bit cost. But all of the system will be work like you turn the key in the car and zoom, and it's working, just drive it and enjoy. It's like a Ferrari in agriculture business. And this business no limiting. It's a business when the people must to pay on the garbage place. They must to pay for every ton of the production, because all of this cost money. Yeah, and they can pay to Shefa Adama Haim half, and we recycle it. We help to the production, we help to the soil, we help to everybody. This is idea, and I already proved what I have. Is years of experience, is thousands hours of my education, lections, experiments, and it's not blah blah blah. It's because this knowledge, all of this system became not from blah blah blah, it became from research. Now is opening how it's working, how working feeding of the plants, how working biology, how working diversity. Only now just have a word, quorum. Is the Christine Jones bring this word, quorum, is intelligence microbes, and they can to really keep soil all of the time fertility without nothing. It's not a magic, it's just a nature. Just need to see how it's working. Make 2 plus 2, this is 4. This is 4. It's not 5, not 6, not 15, it's just 4. 2 plus 2, just 4. And I just complete together, find the best microbes, and it's working. It can be scaled on the 1,000 tons. How much garbage it can be? It can be export. It can be organize all of the garbage, all organic garbage in the country, and is money from nothing. Like not money from nothing. The people who want to leftover the garbage, they wanna pay. They want to pay, yes, and also is selling, and the production is best. No one substrate, no one compost, no one coconut, no one stuff cannot be even too close to Barmatuha substrate, to Shefa Adama Haim. No one. This is because I know what's happening with the plants. I'm a gardener, and I know what's happened with the fertilizers, with something. No need fertilizers, no need compost, no need NPK, just 100 organic stuff. This is Shefa Adama Haim. This is my opening, is a project of Mark Riemann. I'm happy that you hear it and you know about it. Please write me a comment, make a like, subscribe to my channel, and let's to speak about it. I have a Telegram channel on English language also. You can to come to subscribe and we can to speak about it. Bye bye.